Welcome back to the 3-episode rule. I'm Danny with my friends Matt, Clay, and Derek. Today we watched Lycoris Recoil.
Licorice, not licorice.
I said Lycoris Recoil. I think that's
Lycoris.
right.
You got the is?
Yeah. Not Licorice. Licorice Recoil.
I thought it was Licorice Recoil this entire time.
So for my expectations of this one, I recommended to the group that we watch this one because I was bored and I put it on one morning and I just saw girls with guns and one of the characters has a giant machine gun, is just shooting a room full of people, and I was like, hey, that's fucking cool. And I just stopped watching it, and then we watched it tonight. And I kind of expected it to be a little bit like grittier and like kind of like a Black Lagoon vibe, which it's not.
It's very cute.
Yeah, it was very cutesy, fun. And what about you guys? What did you think going into the show before watching it?
You know, I honestly knew nothing about it. I just kind of rolled up, and you were like, "This is what we're watching." I was like, "Bet."
Sick. That's fair. That's good. Sometimes going in blind is good. Sometimes.
Yeah, you just had me at girls with guns.
Yeah, that's all. I think that's all I said to you.
I think I saw like 2 clips of this before. There's like one where she does like a handstand and it's like her thighs, and people are posting that. And then there's like another one with that we saw in one of the episodes where she opens the closet and there's the girl there and she like quickly shuts it. Those were going around for whatever.
Oh, the hacker girl.
Kuromi or whatever her name was. Yeah.
I thought that wasn't her name.
Well, we all freaking talked over
Walnut,
it every
dude.
time.
She says it's
so I kind of got a little lost.
Yeah, it took like 3 rewinds.
Yeah.
Derek said she was Hitler. I think that should be her canon name.
It was each time that we spoke over it. It was like when she was saying it, so it looked like she was saying that too.
And then we were laughing. We were laughing because we all missed it again, and that was just over her voice.
Well, she said she was speaking so quietly too. It was just hard.
It was so low, and we kept talking over it. So I don't think we actually. We might still be wrong. It might not. It might be something completely different. We just misheard her.
I think it was Kuromi or Konomi.
I think it was Kuromi.
Yeah,
I don't think it was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I live in Japan, so I know how it's. No, I'm kidding.
You live in Japan.
Girl, put.
Yeah. I know how it's supposed to sound.
Put the voice filter back on. You sounded clearer.
So what happened in the show?
I don't
know. 3 episodes.
They didn't les out enough. That's what happened, or didn't happen.
They did les out a little bit,
but not enough.
It was a little bit, yeah.
I was.
I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, you got.
I think it's strongly implied some lesing out's going to be happening.
Let it build up.
You gotta let the
you don't want to force it.
We already gave the testimonial for continuing the show. It's like, yeah, eventually they're definitely lesing out. So keep watching.
I do feel like, well, the one girl is kind of like Vash in a way, where she's like, I don't kill anyone.
Yeah.
Even though, like,
she
her rubber bullets have, I guess, blood packs in them, so it looks like they're getting shot for some reason.
Yeah, is that so? She gives the illusion that she's killing them, but then when nobody's watching, she goes back to the bad guys and is like, "Let me treat your wounds."
What are you doing tonight? Do you want to have dinner?
I think because she's...
Yeah, she was macking on the one guy.
Oh, she's supposed to, though. It's because she's supposed to kill him.
Oh, was that... We were kind of, like, laughing over a lot of stuff because we're brainlets. Did they say something like that?
We were just riffing on a lot of shit.
It's implied. That's why she always goes back.
Okay, you have to pretend you're dead forever. Here's a new identity.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know, yeah. The lengths you would have to go.
I'm assuming a little bit.
To be clear, I think you're somewhat right because she called the cleaners, and the one girl at the shop, the other girl with the glasses, she was like, "Oh, you called the cleaners and not the DA or whatever."
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I do remember
so I
that
think
now.
I think you are right that maybe she's
Otherwise,
supposed to be
I
going.
don't know why. Besides, it looks
cool.
Well, I think there was like a distinct, like,
It could be like like a sleeping powder. I don't know. She's like, "Oh, don't worry, I didn't hurt. They're not hurt at all. They're at least
it might also-
concussed. You shot them in the head, and they're
Yeah,
knocked out. You at least gave them a concussion."
Yeah, point blank.
it might also just be like to confuse like the enemies. Like if you see your guy just getting like a friend of yours just getting like shot in the head, and there's like blood clearly coming out, they're not gonna question it immediately. It might just be like a strategy like that.
Maybe.
They might explore
She
that.
did kind of throw a grenade into a room and then use the door that the grenade blew off to smash a guy into a wall, which I feel like would probably kill you.
I'm not sure that.
Oh, that was so fire.
cool.
Yeah, he might not walk ever again, but he's still
It's
alive.
like
Yeah.
Batman just like broke every bone in his body. He's fine. he got up though, so he's good.
Yeah, I'll say that the action sequences, and like the music
Dope.
and everything was like really good each
Limp
episode.
Bizkit
I was really
started
digging
playing.
that.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The animation was tight. They didn't skimp out on the budget for the action.
Yeah, it was like
scenes.
some good gunplay and stuff. And like if
the
what?
the gunplay where Mrs. Vash can just
Oh,
dodge bullets
like point
effortlessly
blank.
because it's explained.
She just
Yeah,
slapped.
her eyesight is
She's
so
good at
good. She
predicting.
can predict the bullet trajectory based on how accurate they fire.
Yeah, it's
or
like,
something.
It was
wow.
it was just
She's-
like our
she's
instinct
smooth.
is
She's
so
smooth
strong.
with it.
Yeah, she's smooth with it. I mean, it's
She just
fun.
fucking literally walks. She like glides when she walks, and like the bullets just miss.
I know.
And she's like smiling at him the whole time, like, hey.
She's like, I'm gonna date you. I do feel like she was trying to pick up that one guy that she was helping. It's like, oh, let me get trusted.
Yeah, she was really
Making eyes at him while
I was
dodging.
really into that one guy, dude.
Yeah.
funny.
Wouldn't let him go.
After dodging his entire him unloading the magazine.
any plans
she
later?
never breaks eye contact.
You having plans later? Like, I noticed you have like a 6-pack. What are you doing?
It's like twirling her hair.
Yeah, it's just funny. Yeah, the action was pretty fun.
Although
they had like Kalashnikovs that
Yeah.
like couldn't shoot through like a plastic.
Yeah, you were mentioning I thought it was funny when you were like, I don't know if the animators know how guns work because he's got like a high powered assault rifle that's like what did you say, like the wall
Yeah,
would
it
not
was,
have
like,
protected
shooting-
her, or the door she was using as cover.
She was using like the side of a wall, and I feel like it would probably be ripping right through that. I don't know.
Probably.
But, like probably it's a fucking rifle.
Yeah.
Well, especially
I mean,
in, like-
the amount that
In like Japanese architecture, I feel like a lot of their internal stuff is like built very thin. Usually, like it's not like steel walls and shit. It's like stuff that they can like kind of put up and take down really fast so that they can change the spaces.
Sometimes.
So like, well, yeah, I'm just saying that like a fucking
I'm trying to remember.
whatever
I mean,
the
they're-
bullet caliber would probably tear
their
right through a wall.
buildings typically are like built so they don't fall apart when they get hit with the tsunami and shit like that. Not saying that would make it bulletproof, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it was drywall, I mean, maybe it was like some concrete thing, but I think it might have been just drywall. She's like around the corner, and he's shooting. The bullets just are like, just hitting the drywall and making a little dent.
yeah, she would glide by it anyways.
Yeah, she knew they were there. It's fine.
Maybe they were going through the wall and she was just dodging them.
it doesn't matter the amount of bullets that was being fired.
That
like,
fucking
from the-
briefcase was
like
so
the burst rifle.
so bulletproof though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was an epic shield.
it was that girl's life, or it was that guy's life.
It was like,
inside
dude,
of
that's
it.
my life in there.
Yeah.
Well, that was
That was a good line.
That was the hacker. It was the
it was the actual
walnut or
hacker.
whatever.
The child.
The child.
Yeah.
Harumi. The only
to have
girl.
they had to have a
the
lull
only
in
name
there.
I remember from that show because I don't remember what the main two are. Do any of you guys know? Did they say their names?
Yeah, they did.
Multiple times, yeah.
It's Tanaki and
Thank you.
Chisato.
Yeah. I didn't. That did not stick with me.
I'm always terrible at remembering like characters' names, especially when they're like just random, like
When they're random.
there's
main
names that I feel
characters.
like sound like
Oh yeah.
unique, you know, and then there's just names that are just like the
Walnuts.
same names that every other Japanese person has.
Chisato and Takina.
Which you gotta look at the direct translation of their names because usually that plays into their character arc or the narrative or their lore or something.
Yeah.
'Cause
And then there's Fuki.
Japanese names
Fuki.
usually.
Because she's funky.
Yeah, Fucky's the one with the forehead, right?
Yeah, the Code Lyoko
Fuki.
Yeah,
forehead.
fucky.
Yeah, Code Lyoko girl.
Yeah.
She was she's the ex-partner.
The one with the
of-
really bad voice actor. Well, the voice actor's
Tina.
fine.
I love it.
Voice actor's fine.
I love her.
I thought, yeah, I
Casting.
thought it fit.
Really?
But
She sounded so much
don't know.
older.
No, she sounded older than the entire cast.
Yeah, that is fair. I just felt like it was
She
like
just
more of
didn't
like
look- She didn't look older though. She looked like Ash Ketchum, and she had like a deeper voice than Ash Ketchum actually.
She's like, hey, I'm smoking my cigarette. Talk to me later.
Beautiful.
You're the worst licorice I've ever seen.
I'm gonna fucking shoot you in the arena. Why am I
have a mock battle
even
right
more
now.
petite than you and shorter than you?
I think that was all intentional. It ruled. Like she's like the shortest one in the unit, and she sounds like she's 50 years old.
I kind of want to go and just listen to it with the Japanese dub. I want to see if it's like that's what they
The same.
intended, or if it was just not.
Just
I'm actually gonna go do that right now.
it was a beautiful miscast in the
I'm
English
gonna
version.
do that right now.
I think they.
I bet you she sounds like Ash Ketchum in Japanese. Like she sounds like
Like a
Satoshi.
little, yeah, a little bit like higher pitch. I think she just needed the.
like a
I think even
scrappy
the same
higher
voice
pitch.
actor, if they just like had her like a little bit less monotone, or just like pitched up a little bit, like push your Adam, like, oh, I mean, Adam, you know what I mean. Tighten your throat.
Yeah. I think
But the
they were
director was
going
like-
for like the tomboy voice, and they
Yeah.
got an adult woman voice.
No,
Like-
she,
like a-
she
like a
sounds-
grown
she sounds
woman
like an
with
actual
two
girl in
kids.
this.
Yeah.
She sounds
Okay.
younger.
You gotta play a little audio there to show the folks.
That's fine.
A little side by
yeah,
side.
Danny, edit that in post.
No, that's
Danny.
fine.
All right,
No,
Danny,
Did
Danny,
you do it? Did you
Danny,
edit it
No.
in post?
Danny,
No.
edit that in post.
I'm not gonna do it.
Danny, right
Audience.
now.
No,
in
fuck
post.
off.
If Danny doesn't edit it in post, you gotta.
Shut up.
Leave in the comments.
No, I really
your
wanted to
disappointment.
pitch you though.
You're doing
No,
good.
I'm not gonna do
No,
it.
don't edit that. Don't edit that, but please edit a bullet counter for that scene where Takina
Oh my
fires
God,
like
yeah.
80 rounds into
She had
the
like the
van.
bottomless fucking mag.
She had the Infinity Mag from
It's like
MGS3.
a John
I swear,
Woo effect, where it's just like they never reload.
like even if they explain that her thing is like she's the fastest reloader in the academy.
No.
It's like no, these shots were coming in at just
that does
rapid fire. Almost to the point where she had a machine
that
gun.
doesn't work either because they do show her reload. They show
Oh yeah, she drops the
she
mag.
dropped. Yeah, they showed it. So and it looked normal.
And there's no way that that thing doesn't hold more than 10 at most.
Yeah, no, it's like John Woo movies, like old John Woo movies that characters are always just running through the halls.
I mean, even like old
spraying
Quentin
bullets.
Tarantino movies fucking did the same thing, where it's just like infinite bullets.
Yeah,
like Reservoir Dogs and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I remember.
But that's-
I know the scene you're talking about. Mr. Pink fires 70 rounds
Yeah,
at the
he's-
police with his pistol.
Oh yeah, that's where it's very much from like hard boiled.
See, when it's like
80s
something,
Hong Kong.
when it's like a pistol or something with a magazine, I don't care as much. But when it's like a revolver and they shoot more than 6 shots, I'm just like, come on.
Where you could physically see the
Yeah.
ammo in the shot. the
Nah,
actual
it's,
prop.
When they walk over and they like spin their cool revolver around, and they go, "I got 6 shots," and then they fire 40 shots out of their revolver. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a scene. What's it called?
that's
There's a movie called Three Ninjas, and right in the beginning, there's this
Oh
guy
my
that's like
God.
firing off a Magnum, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then he just like stops firing. He doesn't even reload. He just stops firing.
And then
It's
he
so
throws
funny.
his gun, and he says,
Three
"Nope,
Ninjas.
Go pick that up."
The original one.
Frustration.
Yeah, the
Oh,
90s
I gotta
one.
rewatch
Was that the one where they're kids?
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
That's what.
Is Three Ninjas
It's
the one
like-
where they're like, it's like a
yeah. It's freaking Karate Kid
Dude,
off
I
Temu.
was okay. Funny Three Ninja story.
I think I know the
I
movie.
got
I remember that
from
movie.
Blockbuster when I was a kid, and I watched it literally on loop that entire day. My parents must have like returned it immediately because they were probably so annoyed with me rewatching the fucking thing over and over again. I was obsessed with it.
I love
It's a
it.
good movie.
That is the ultimate childhood fantasy because it's like a bunch of cul-de-sac kids that get to be
Yeah, it's
ninjas.
fucking-
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You know the funniest part about that movie too is that like their grandpa's like this like fully Japanese man, but like their parents are just white. Like both their parents are just white. So it's like what is the connection between them and their
The-
grandfather?
The actor is actually part Japanese. I learned this from the internet because someone's made a video like, why are these white kids appropriating Japanese culture
Oh, come
with
on.
their Japanese ass grandpa? And then the actor responded like, actually, I'm the lead actor and I am part Japanese. My grandpa is actually Japanese. And I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? I thought
Yeah.
you were white.
It doesn't give you the right.
So, I don't know.
I get this comment every single movie.
Yeah,
I
white
do.
people can't learn karate anymore. Cancel Karate Kid immediately.
Yeah,
It's cultural
can't do it
appropriation.
anymore.
No.
It's crazy.
You're not allowed to learn
Yeah.
from other cultures or anything.
Without cultural appropriation, what culture do we have? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, man.
No.
Us
You're not allowed to
truly.
learn other cultures. You're not allowed to do anything with them. It's fucked up. Stop it.
So, fucking Three Ninjas. I couldn't find the original one, or maybe I had to pay for it and I didn't want to do that. So I ended up watching Three Ninjas Buckle Up or something. I think that's what it's called. It's like the
Is that like
Sequel.
the sequel?
Oh,
sequel.
I didn't even know
And
there
it's,
was one.
yeah, it's amazing. It's like, like they all really like this really hot Indian chick, and they're like, "Oh, she's so cool, oh yeah," and then they like get to beat up the evil white like oil company CEO.
Oil Baron.
Yeah, who's like gonna destroy the land for the native people, and they're all just doing it to get some pussy, and it's like, sweet,
Oh hell yeah!
hell yeah,
So it's just the greatest movie ever made. the most
Yeah, it sounds so
relatable movie.
based.
yeah, it's so fucking cool.
Doing anything for pussy.
And then none of them get it because it's like a movie about fucking like 13-year-olds, you know.
Oh,
So,
Yeah, thanks, my friends. They all get friend zoned and they fucking kill themselves.
also relatable.
yeah,
Dude, check
pretty
this out.
sick.
That's what they look like in the third movie.
Doesn't matter
They
if
look
a
fucking sweet.
badass ninja or anything. They all like Ryu Hayabusa.
Hell yeah.
That is Ryu Hayabusa 13. Show that picture.
Danny,
Yeah.
editor, Danny.
No, shut up. You fucking edit it.
Actually, yeah, edit. It's just us just talking about Three Ninjas over the audio of us talking about the show.
Yeah.
Lycoris.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I think, unlike those Three Ninjas kids, I think these girls actually do get pussy, though. Not gonna lie.
I think they're gonna get more pussy
actually-
than the Three Ninja
Well,
Kids.
they all have one, so.
Yeah, but we meant
wouldn't be hard
we
to
mean
do.
other.
Yep. Pussy times 1 obtained.
They have it by default.
Yeah, but that's not what we meant.
I know. I just thought it was funny. I thought it was funny to
But,
point out. Sorry, editor, cut this. Editor, cut this part.
cut.
I am reading this. Do include this though. Like if you Google Lycoris Recoil on the internet on Google and you scroll down to people also ask, is Lycoris Recoil a gay show? And it says Lycoris Recoil is a really gay anime. The girls go on dates, they dress up together, and they inspect each other's underwear.
Ooh. Sweet.
So, for you listeners out there, get hyped. The show has undie check.
Undie
Undie
checks.
I don't think there was
Let's
a
go.
panty shot in
Check
this
out each
so
other's
far.
undies.
That's good plot.
They're probably. I'll bet you they're saving it for like in shows. A lot of shows like these, isn't there? Like there's like a jokey episode, like let's go to the beach.
I don't know.
Let's give it being assassins for
I
a
felt
day.
like they were kind of
Do-
trying to be fan servicey in a couple scenes, but like they didn't really do
it's
it
not like
fully.
too far.
No,
Yeah, it
it's
wasn't
just like-
gratuitous.
it's just like convenient. Like let's have this part in the locker room, so they change their clothes.
Or there was like that whole
But
scene.
like,
where
they
the
never
maid
They
really.
fingered each other for 12 minutes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
one.
I mean that
Yeah,
was a
it
cool
was
scene,
based.
though.
That's on the blue.
No, there was that whole scene where the main girl was like listening to, I fucking forget their names, Vash the Stampede and Jesus, and they were
Black.
the cafe Jesus.
Oh, Black Jesus.
Um,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they
Black Jesus.
Black
yeah.
Jesus, and they
kinda
she
looks
was
like
like
Black
listening
Jesus.
to him behind the door, but for some reason the camera was like in the room with her while she was changing instead of like on the characters talking. It was like, okay, we could have just been on the outside of this room while this was happening.
No.
Yeah, but then
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying
See,
that like you
but-
know it was
Thank,
intentional. It was an
director
intentional
Shingo
choice
Adachi.
here.
But what they were doing, the reason they did that was so you could see her react to what they're talking about. That is actually why they did that, though.
Right.
their
And her
excuse.
changing
Also-
was just like normal and natural. Yeah.
But also like her clothes were off.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
hot. So shut up.
I told you, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. I'm just
No,
pointing out
but that is
intentional
why they-
choices.
That is why they had the camera in there. Was the show because they were talking?
It's 'cause she-
like, oh hey, I'm gonna go see the director, and she's like, oh, they're gonna see the director, and then she pops
Yeah,
out.
it was like
right?
she
So
she,
it's very
yeah.
plot
she
relevant.
was listening.
Yes.
That's why.
Right.
It was showing
Yeah.
that she was listening.
As the viewer, yeah, we needed to see her reaction so we know how important that meeting the captain
Yeah.
was. And I'm reading here that this aired on Tokyo MX GYTG TV. So what happens is at prime time too. So families are getting together
Holding
at
hands.
dinner and they're watching their favorite
About
anime,
girls
Lycoris Recoil, and they're
Oh
watching.
my god, the opening scene though.
Yeah, they're watching her change together
Yeah,
as a
holding
family.
hands.
And all of them are like, wow, she must really that position she wants back must really be important.
I
to her.
relate.
Fun for the whole family.
I relate to how nude she
Yeah,
is.
grandma.
right now.
Grandma's like, I relate so much to this
They're like,
character.
I've been naked before.
I've been naked and eavesdropping on my coworkers.
Oh my god, the opening was so fucking funny though. It's just like people were about to commit crimes, and it's just these girls pulling out pistols and shooting them in the streets.
Dude, it was so
That was
like 1 to
so
100. They were
Like
just like
broad
explaining the
daylight.
lore.
They were just
yeah.
While there's
And
like
they're-
a rapid fire exposition
they're
happening
literally,
too, while
like-
these girls are
they're
just
literally, like-
destroying people.
like this is why there's no crime in Japan. They're just like
I know.
mag dumping people.
Freaking old
all I
Yeller
saw.
style ass
That's
execution.
that's all I saw, and I was like, yes, we need to watch this. So I
funny.
stopped watching. it.
amazing opening 3 minutes.
And also, like, we get the main
That was
character.
sick.
She just kind of, like, walks into this building, and they're all like, oh shit, this is crazy. And then she just, like, pulls out a freaking heavy machine gun from wherever.
It was on. It was
Starts fucking
It was just on a
destroying
box.
people.
Yeah, It was on a box. So wait, that wasn't hers. I thought she brought that to
No,
work.
I think it was just like the gang's M249. It's probably not even an M249. I think it was like a Russian gun. But
Someone in the comments is
so-
going to correct you. It was like, actually, it was an
it's
M60.
definitely no. An M60 is an American gun. I think it was a Russian. I think it was a Russian gun.
I don't know. You're probably right.
I'm not a fucking gun expert or anything. But...
Editor, put up
Editor,
which
What
gun
was
it
the gun
is.
called? The
Editor,
Kalashnikov?
correct us and put it up on screen.
Fuck you, you do it.
And please put up the correct spelling for Kalashnikov. What is it called?
Kalashnikov.
Kalashnikov.
Also, put up the picture of like what you typed in
Calliope.
first before you got the right spelling of it.
Yeah. Editor, can you also like have an animation of the Kalashnikov firing the AK-47?
You want me to draw an
Jamie,
animation?
pull up that shot of the girl's butts.
Yeah, Jamie, enhance the image of the girl's butt, please. Thank you.
Yeah, the one in their gym uniforms, please.
Can you put that
Put
on
that
screen?
Jamie.
Can you zoom in?
Dude, Danny, we're about to make you the Joe Rogan of anime.
God damn. I hope so. So I can just get really
Our
rich
channel
and
gets deleted
famous.
after this fucking video.
And
Dude,
really rich and famous, and then just crash out super hard. That'd be great.
and then we're like instead talking like, do you think these girls know jujitsu?
Yeah.
Dude, I bet you.
Totally,
I bet you
right?
they don't even know jujitsu.
Like that maneuver she pulled with the door, that's actually like a jujitsu
Dude, that's
move.
like Krav
So-
Maga, bro.
Editor, can you pull...
the noping the grenade out of the guy's hand.
That was Krav Maga, dude.
You know, speaking of,
was
like-
Russian...
Speaking of, I hate to bring up another thing that's like not related to what we're talking about,
Just
but
do
like,
it. Just do it.
I was watching. I'm a huge fan of like the Karate Kid universe, I guess we'll say. No idea why, just vibe with
Sure.
it. But I was watching the 2010 Karate Kid with Jaden Smith, and I love that movie. It's fun. It's a great movie. It's goofy. It's whatever. He goes to China, whatever. I had the realization while I was watching it that he doesn't learn karate. He learns kung fu.
Yeah, that's
And
like
then-
that was like a whole thing when it came out.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like
And
they
also,
could have
my
called it the Kung
favorite,
Fu Kid.
my favorite part of that movie is when Jackie Chan comes in when Jaden's getting bullied, and he enters and just starts beating the shit out of like 100 kids. He just
I mean,
beats
that's
up-
like what happens in the original too. It's just like
He beats up all those children.
Yeah, but I feel like Jackie Chan beat him up harder. Like,
yeah,
And then
claps him.
Jaden Smith's like, how did you do that? And Jackie Chan's like,
I'm an
a
adult.
grown man."
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. I have grandpa strength.
I have
These are a bunch of
I have
pussy,
like
like,
100 pounds on
kids.
them. I can just fucking shove them.
And
as
we're
hard
in,
as
we're in
possible.
we're in China. I can just beat up these prepubescent kids all I want.
This
It's okay.
this kid right here weighs 80 pounds. I weigh 200 pounds. I can just fucking throw him. I can just fall on him and break him.
that is the best scene in the movie for me.
It
I
just-
love that
It
part.
just fucking beating the shit. I never saw that one. I was like,
Yeah, I
didn't
remember.
care.
I saw that when it came out, and that was it.
I saw the original Karate Kid
Same.
trilogy,
It's
and
been
that's
a
all I
while.
ever watched. And I saw there was a trailer for it, and I was like, oh, that's not Karate Kid, and then I just didn't.
Yeah, there's a new one coming out. This is Cobra Kai. I don't know. It's a
isn't
very good,
Cobra Kai like the original, but now the main guy.
Oh,
is, like,
dude,
a
Cobra
bully?
Kai is fire. Yeah, no, so it's Johnny, right, from the original
Johnny
Karate
Somali,
Kid.
nice.
Johnny Somali.
Johnny Somali. the first movie.
Johnny from the original. He, like, it starts off and it's like him, now, which is like 30 years later, or whatever, and he's living like a shit life. And then there's a kid that's getting like his rocks kicked in, so he goes and fights a bunch of high schoolers, of course, and it basically puts him in like the position of Mr. Miyagi. So now he is like teaching all these kids who are like beefing with each other martial arts so that they can defend themselves. So it like flips it, and it's and he kind of gets this whole like redemption arc. There's more to it after the fact, but that's kind of like where it starts, and it's like a really cool premise.
He's the sensei.
Yeah. But it's also like it's 100% like, the original, like it's not like a spin-off or like a remake or whatever. It's like, now we're actually here. It's really cool.
Back to the show.
I hope these girls learn
That'd be
karate.
epic. We should go through the episodes, like what we saw, because then we'll probably remember more scenes specifically that we can dig into.
We'll remember what happened.
Yeah,
like what
talking
happened.
about fucking Karate Kid.
Nah.
No,
We're talking about Karate Kid now. This whole episode's about Karate Kid.
We always
Karate Kid.
We should
Like
watch
three
we should
ninjas.
watch 3 episodes of Cobra
we
I
Kai.
feel
always
like most of the podcast is usually at least about the show and the title.
2/3 of it should at least be about the show.
Or else it's like, yeah, I went to watch your video, but you guys started talking about fucking Power Rangers or some shit. I don't know what that has to do with Berserk 2016, but you know.
You know, these girls kind of are like Power Rangers. You know, the first episode, Vash makes a big emphasis on like, yeah, I'm an assassin, but I really care about.
Yeah, they kind of make it seem like Vash sucks ass, and she's just like, oh, you're giving him coffee? I was gonna kill him because I'm a psychopath.
Yeah, she was about to body that guy. Yeah, ice. that
She's
guy.
always like, I think it's funny that we headcanon that she just wants to blow people's brains out because it like is the only thing that gives her pleasure, and that's why she's trying to get back on the death squad.
It's the only thing that she enjoys doing
Yeah.
is killing people.
I mean, she was just wasting people left and right at the beginning. It was funny. And then the other girl shows up.
Yeah,
and
they
she's
really-
like, I'm just like really good at not getting shot, and I can shoot people with my.
Oh, do you think there's going to be like some
Yeah,
sort of...
which is a very Vash thing.
It's
That's
very
do you think there's
Vash.
going to be some sort of scene where they're pitted up against each other later, and then like it's like, you know, immovable object meets whatever, I forget what the quote is, but like she can't shoot her, and she can't like she's not going to
Yeah, she
like
can
Vash
shoot
isn't
her,
going to shoot her back.
Well, here's the thing. Vash actually had a gun that shot bullets. He didn't have like a cop out like, oh, this is my magic sleepy pistol that just makes bad guys fall asleep. It doesn't kill them. So when Vash actually shoots
my
his
magic
gun,
rubber bullets.
it actually like matters. And this is like, I have the magic sleepy gun. I just shoot you. So it's like it's less impactful in that regard.
Yeah, she's like braining
She's
people in the
doming
head.
people. Like she's
Right, well, that's what I'm
basically
saying, is,
killing
like, do
them,
you
but
think-
she's like, oh, I'm not actually.
She had
killing you, it's
the-
fine.
Do you think that?
She
Yeah,
had
but what
the
I'm saying
weapon
is like
that when she shot it, it like tied him up basically.
Well, she had that.
Yeah,
she had
that was
one as
cool.
well.
What was
she only
that?
used that in the first episode. But what I was trying to say with a
Yeah, the little
parallel,
wrist
a parallel
launcher.
between Vash is Vash has a normal revolver, and when he actually
Yeah.
goes to use it, it means a lot more. Like if because he fakes out a lot with the pistol, and then he usually like does like close quarters combat or some sort of trickery to basically win the fight.
Yeah, he'll like shoot. He'll actually shoot, but he'll shoot like
Right.
So the bullet like
Yeah,
bounces off of
like
something,
ricochets
and
and
then
stuff.
like an object
Yeah.
falls on the guy.
some Rube
Yeah,
Goldberg
uses physics a lot.
thought.
Yeah. But she's just she has a magic sleepy pistol and she just shoots him in the forehead. Which looks looks
She's
fun.
blasting people, and then
But
like,
it is-
oh, yeah,
it does.
look
I do
cool.
think it kind of like takes away a little bit from the impact of her just being like, well, I just have basically a sleep gun, like it's easy.
Well, yeah, I would say overall the show hasn't had very many impactful moments. Like it's not what it's trying to do. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think it's like you're watching it specifically for the super deep writing. Or anything
Well, I do
like
think
that.
that like it sets up a lot, and then at the end of the 3rd episode, it like kind of pulled all that back to the forefront, and now it's like, okay, the main characters. You know, I feel like the main character is very resistant to like changing, like because she's like not changing from the past, right? Like that's like the whole like motif.
Yeah, third
and
episode
then
she like finally started to. And she's
Yeah,
like,
and
"I'm
that's
gonna hang
like-
out and play cards
Yeah.
with you, and then we can lez out. And she puts her hand on her lap.
Yeah.
It's such a cute scene.
Yeah, and she got picked up, and then she
Picked
spun
up,
around,
she like
grabbing
grabbed her ass a little bit, and she's
Had a
like,
little
"Not in
Titanic
public."
Chisato, you're embarrassing me in front of my
Oh my
bullies.
god!
Yeah.
Third episode.
I care a
remember
lot
they
about
reused
the opinion
scene?
of that bowl cut girl,
the bull cut girl and the other girl who looked like
Saitama.
Yeah, and
Saitama with a
They
wig.
reused that scene. She runs up and she's like talking to him, and they literally reused the same footage. It's funny.
Yeah, character designs are questionable.
Yeah, if it's not like the
yeah, outside of the main girls, like no one in that squad looks.
anyone's
Yeah, like any
Any
It's
main
kind of
character looks
fun
good.
though. It's kind of fun though.
Any main character
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah.
We're just saying like
Main
the
character
side
stellar.
characters-
Any
background.
randos, just weird.
The side characters, once they're in the, the big squad, and you start meeting all the characters, they have silly haircuts and stuff. But I mean, like, they're not great.
You
But-
guys kept pointing out how bad everyone's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was like my thing. I was just like, they need to fire the barber that like works here, cause like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, they look goofy as hell,
Yeah,
but
like-
it's kind of funny. I don't know. It's kind of fun.
The designer couldn't decide if they wanted to make the girls look militaristic or
Or
pretty,
trendy.
and then you have this horrible.
So you have, like,
this horrible middle
yeah,
ground.
it's kind of like those 19-year-olds who go off to college and like dye their hair blue and they cut their asymmetrical bangs, and it's like, they're fucking cool
Sorry.
and shit. That's kind of what everyone looks like in that squad.
No, I mean,
Like Tumblr
some of
kids,
them, yeah,
kinda.
some of them look like that, but most of them had normal cuts.
That makes sense though, because aren't they all like 17 and under? That unit?
I don't know.
No, 17 or 18.
They don't say. They don't
at
really.
least. I don't know.
Like
I
the
typed
whole-
it in. I saw 17 or 18. I don't even know if that was for that show.
They don't like.
I just
They don't
saw the
talk
number
about
somewhere.
that. They don't talk about age
Yeah, they.
in what we've seen.
I think it's also like the point of like the outfits and stuff that they have is that they're like government officials that are like
Yeah.
cosplaying as high schoolers basically.
I mean,
So I think
Oh,
it
yeah.
makes sense if they were like
the one
older.
person sounded like they were like 45. So
that probably makes more
yeah,
sense.
they're probably just 45.
Why they would sound like that. They're actually like a 30-year-old woman, but it's like you have the body type of a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, like every anime that
Perfect for this
exists.
squad. Well, there was one character who they
Sure.
like someone drew them like with normal proportions or like a 7 head tall like character design, and then they drew them like how everyone's drawn in the show, which is I don't know 6 to 5. It's just kind of funny. Just,
I was catching that with Chisato when she was around the other girls. She like towers over them in
Yeah.
some shots.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm like, is she? I think you were like predicting like she's probably like half foreign because she's got the
well,
blonde hair.
I think she was narrating at the beginning, and I thought she said something about like, oh, the Japanese people. Like she sounded like she was speaking as if she was an outsider from like she wasn't native, but I don't know. She
Maybe.
might.
Yeah.
might just
I
be
took
native.
it as she was speaking. I don't know, like just introing the story. Like,
It could be that
in
too.
in Japan, this is how we do.
Yeah, we just kill all the criminals.
she's one of
therefore
those-
There's no criminals. Yet they still have guys with like Kevlar and a bunch of military guys running around with fucking AKs.
Yeah, there's paramilitary
Yeah.
guys just everywhere in each episode, just hanging out with their full gear in the open in broad daylight.
Anime logic. It's fine.
It's funny. It's kind of funny because it's like, yeah, we built the police state, but it's not working.
Yeah, it's still super easy to get guns here.
You have
guys.
no idea, dude.
And Chisato's narrating it like she's one of those like those video game YouTubers that's like, by the way, I live in Japan, so I know how safe it
Yeah.
is."
By the way, I speak perfect
Like,
Japanese.
that was a flex. That was a flex in the beginning. I speak perfect Japanese. I'm part of a government agency
Watashi
that
wa
kills people.
kawaii desu. Puts finger up asshole.
Beautiful.
Do you think like so? I feel like with the two characters they set up, I mean they're a fun pair. I like watching
Yeah,
them
they're
together. But do you think we're gonna get a, like a Vash and Wolfwood like Clash of Ideals?
That's what I was
Like,
trying to say
the one
earlier,
girl does.
yeah.
She does hint
Probably.
like, "What are you doing? Like our job is to like we're killing for the greater good." And then Blondie's like, Vash is like, "No, but all life needs to be cherished."
Well, think about it too. Like,
The first scene that
Like,
happens.
before she
I've-
shoots the
yeah.
guy in the face.
Don't worry.
I
there's
feel
no
like
one
Blondie
injured.
is gonna like get in the way at some point, because she's like, you can't kill this guy, and then I'm forgetting their names. The main girl is gonna be like, well, if you're in my way, I'm gonna like shoot you because you're an obstacle, and then like she's gonna be like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm gonna like dodge
she
all
does
your
say
shit,
that.
and then like they're just gonna be stuck in an impasse.
Well,
They have to show
that
that
director
fight.
was like, she can dodge any bullet that's this far away. Someone's gonna go slightly closer.
Boom.
Dead.
Yeah.
She just no. The key is to just dome her in her sleep.
So, they didn't have the iconic Lazarus chase scene that was 22 minutes of the episode. So.
They did have one though, right?
No, they did
No,
it.
wait,
Like
sorry, that was
their
episode
action
2. They
scenes
had a
were
big chase.
small and they had story in
pretty
between.
short. Yeah.
Yeah, it's short and sweet, to the point.
Yeah, definitely.
The,
No parkour, really.
There was a lot of good action though. Like every
great.
episode had like an action sequence like towards the end of it, as
Yeah.
everything was getting like hype.
Yeah, I know we were like every episode we like were like go back. We rewatched the action scene because they came like super fast and they were so sick.
Yeah, it's like Sakuga to the max. Like good music. Like the hype is real. I was really digging that, honestly.
Yeah,
It's consistently a good
my
looking show.
Yeah.
my eyes were glazing over. That would pull me back.
Yeah, that's what I'll say is that like I feel
Crazy
like
action.
there is like a lot of plot that's going on, but it's like there's just so much random shit, and then it just like it does all come together kind of at the end. Because like I was gonna say like it's not useless because like in the third episode, right, they have like that paintball tourney at the end, and it's like a lot of stuff like that they set up kind of comes into the tensions with that.
100%.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, she's just waiting for her friend to show up, and then she decks her in the face. Doesn't get
Yeah.
disqualified.
That was
was
great.
sick.
That was great payoff.
And then she's like,
I just
"That was
love
my
the idea of
payback."
you're like playing paintball and someone just rolls up and just fucking
Decks you in
knocks
the
your
face,
block
then
off.
shoots you in the face with a paintball. For a second, I thought she brought an actual gun because the one girl looked like scared.
It looked like it.
Well, that's what we thought too when
I mean,
the blonde girl like shows up and fucking starts because she's like all human lives matter, and then she walks out into the fucking alleyway and starts just shooting these
them,
people,
and,
and
there's
we
the big red streams from.
we don't
the paintball.
notice the rubber bullets yet.
The rubber bullets
Yeah.
that spray red goo
Yeah.
everywhere, that dissolves right after.
that was a good reveal. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good like bait and switch.
We gotta respect every human life.
I do wonder if she'll
Shoots a guy in
ever
the
be
face.
put in a position where
Oh,
she
she
has
definitely
to
has
kill.
to be in a position to question her ideals. I mean, that's
I'll bet you
100%.
too. I'll bet you like the one person she has to kill, and it's gonna be
Her
Takina,
friend.
or whatever her name is. Her best.
Oh,
BFF,
I
or
doubt
Les-
it.
Les
I don't
I
know
doubt it.
if it's gonna be between them. I think it would be more that she's gonna tell her like, oh, you
I don't know
need
how
to take
serious. I don't know how the tone's gonna be throughout. Like, I don't know if it's. I feel like that would make the tone change pretty hard.
the shot. It is kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it for that. I like how
I think it's good as a
whimsical
like a
and
goofy
goofy
show.
it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like the tone does shift in like the
It
last few
probably
episodes. I feel like
it'll probably shift a little bit as you go on.
Yeah.
Like maybe
I've seen
halfway
so many
through.
like
your season finale for sure.
slice of life kind of animes that like they'll be really bubbly and goofy and they're just kind of doing whatever, and then like all like the plot lines kind of like come together right at the last episode or two, and it gets like really crazy for some reason.
Yeah.
Kind of like Ghost in the
Ghost
Shell.
in my hell.
Oh yeah, my favorite slice of life anime, Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell, yeah.
Oh, Berserk though, that's a great slice of life anime.
Oh yeah,
Golden Age arc.
I love that episode where Griffin and Guts go out and get like they do a little play date and they get lunch.
Yeah.
Check each other's underwear.
Yeah,
They get
Guts,
fucking.
do you think I look good?
They get
in these
ramen
we
white
go
noodles.
tighties?
thrifting.
Griffin.
They get ramen noodles and they're just like, oh, this is pretty good.
Well, remember the scene where Griffith
Editor.
puts his hand on Guts? They like hold hands for a second, and then they like shyly, like sheepishly, like pull away. But then they look at each other long.
And then we all
yeah,
squeeze.
and then Casca
Yeah.
comes in, and she's like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Nothing.
Yeah, the love triangle is
Castor,
crazy.
you cock block.
Casca, you cock blocked me from Griffith for the last time.
Yeah.
Guts,
That's the
I
best
own you
part.
now.
Yeah, Jamie, look up if the girls kissed in
Yeah.
Lycoris Recoil.
I know what you're talking about, though. I just last week or so I watched Kowloon Generic Romance, and it's very similar to that.
Oh, how is that?
It was fun. It was like
I wanted to check that one
we
out.
should have saved it for the podcast.
That's a new
that
one, isn't
like
it?
it
just came out.
It just came out, yeah, and I don't know if it would be great. Actually, when I started watching it, I pretty sure it only had a Japanese dub, so I was watching it sub, and then like halfway through I realized there's the dub, and I tried to switch it, and you can't switch it once you start. It
It gets so goofy.
was
you
so
gotta
fucking
commit.
goofy.
You
So I just
you
committed.
have to get used to it if you ever switch.
Yeah, no,
It
I
sucks.
couldn't. Yeah, I was already like 5-6
I watched like
episodes
Yojo Senkai and subbed, and then I tried watching it in dub because it like came out after. I was like, oh god, I can't. I had to wait a few
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Usually I gotta. That is really hard to do. You have to pick one and stick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't happening. But the show was pretty good.
I
Back in
do
the-
like that we
I-
watch
I-
most shows in the funny mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more enjoyable, man, for group viewing.
Yeah, it's just
You don't,
easier.
you're not just staring at the bottom of a screen the whole time. You can actually watch what's happening.
I definitely think there are some
Yeah.
some dubs that are like better. Like the Cowboy Bebop dub is kind of
That's
like
the only one.
quintessential. You know what I mean?
All right, name another one because that's
the
the one
only one
everyone says.
The Outlaw Star dub
All right, name
is pretty
10 more.
good. 10 more. That's crazy.
Outlaw Star.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Outlaw Star, though. Yeah, Outlaw Star and Muyo are like they're goofy sounding. Though,
Ghost
but you love them
stories.
for
Well,
that.
the show's
Hakusho
kind of
sounds,
goofy in
like,
itself. Like it's like
believable.
Yu Yu Hakusho's dub is far superior than
So is
The
the
sub.
Ghost Stories one.
Ghost Stories.
oh, Ghost Stories is crazy. The
Jeez.
first
That's the
like
best one of all time.
original abridged series, basically.
It's amazing, yeah.
There need to be more shows where the directors just do
I
ad-lib,
don't
do
think-
whatever you want.
I don't
the
think
show
the-
isn't a.
I don't think they knew just how like off script they were going.
Yeah, no, because it wasn't a. I don't remember exactly how it went, but it wasn't like they just gained the rights to it. They got the rights to the whole show, and that was like they were just like fuck it, let's just like rewrite all this because the original show they just didn't think was like good.
Yeah,
so they were like, let's just
No.
I think it already
It-
did
it
poorly
flopped.
too, and
yeah.
It flopped.
Yeah.
They were allowed to do it because it flopped. The studio was like, here.
That's not.
It-
No,
Versus
don't know what to do.
4Kids,
there was something
Have
else
fun.
which was
with
like
it because they
built
asked
on a
them,
lie.
They're like, you have to have them defeat the ghost. They have to like do whatever. Like that has to be in the plot.
Well, yeah,
there was stuff
the-
that had
the
to be
plot-
in there.
The plot points have to be
But it was
there,
so
but-
loose, and I
but-
wonder
but
if they
they don't care
thought.
how-
I wonder when they got the show, like the people who actually made the original show, if they thought they were going to go that far off. I don't think because they probably didn't speak English, so I don't think they knew how far that was going. That's what
No,
I'm
they
trying to
probably-
say.
They
Yeah,
probably
that's-
didn't. No.
Yeah,
That's a classic
and
dub.
thank God because we wouldn't have
And,
gotten it.
yeah,
But, like,
I mean,
that's-
the
that's
show
a case-
The show
Yeah.
didn't do well, so I don't think it mattered at the end of the day.
That's a case
no,
where
it
like
didn't matter. I'm just saying it's like funny to think about.
Yeah.
yeah, the dub is definitely like not at all like it's not good if you're like trying to compare it to the original plot, but it's like better than what the original plot was because it's like
It's superior. It's the funny
super
mode.
funny.
Well,
Yeah.
you could either
funnier,
watch
yeah.
a boring show that has a boring plot and there's no like fun moments, or you could watch a show that's completely ridiculous and hilarious and random and just fun. You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
But because of the
But if you
the
have
restrictions, it still has a plot.
it,
yeah, but it still has a plot, but it's not. Yeah, but like obviously you don't watch it. It's
Which
like,
is-
oh, I really like the plot.
Yeah.
It's just,
well, that's because you never.
but
gave it a
on paper,
chance.
it's like, oh no, it's a legit story. It's not just random. So I think that's great.
Yeah. yeah, it's not sketch comedy. Or
I mean, it's
That's
not,
something I
it's not
noticed
like
with
we've
the,
watched the sub version of it because it is a completely different
Yeah.
show.
They did air it here in the Philippines on Animax Asia with the Singaporean dub. That shit's like lost
yeah.
media now. But when you guys showed me the actual like English US dub, I was like blown away by how
Yeah, I
better
bought the
it
fucking
was.
like
It's
DVD.
the-
I think I have it actually still.
Yeah, when we first met, we watched it. And I was like, I can't believe, like, I'd never seen it before, and I was so floored by how different it was.
Oh, I found the Legend of Neil, the fucking greatest series, Danny.
Oh shit, I love that. So before we go
Is that the next
stray again,
3-episode rule?
fucking, how did you like the dub for Licorice?
I was digging it.
I thought most of them.
I was just digging the show in general.
like it.
Yeah,
It's pretty
I liked
fun.
it.
Yeah, it's a fun
I
show.
thought
I like, and the voices are good.
I thought
think.
they were pretty good. Thought there was that one character was kind of goofy, but it wasn't like
Wait, the hacker
no.
or
The
The
one that
tomboyish
sounded
hero.
like she was like 50 and she looked like she was 11.
right. Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell. Yeah, good old Rosie O'Donnell, the best voice actress. Yeah. I thought overall though it was good.
Yeah, I'm just
voice
hoping that
acting.
like if like I keep watching it, that like there's like just a good action sequence at every episode, because like I was really digging that. That was really like, I don't know, it's just like a fun little, like you almost expect it at a certain point, and then it's
You
just
look
like
forward to it.
yeah, and you look forward to it. And it's like, oh, how is this plotline gonna like wrap up and be hype at the end with like good
sure.
music and all this good shit.
Yeah, man, it's like a little mini Mission Impossible. It's got a little crazy set piece
Yeah, I
somewhere
guess
in there.
like
Yeah.
watch or not. I would say like, yeah, watch if you like are cool with a funny-ish show. I don't know. It's not like it's not super serious. It's fun though.
Like what do you call it? Like it's like a dark premise, but executed with a
It's kind of like a
tone.
super authoritarian police state that has a bunch of cute girls like giggling and shit.
Yeah, it's like if you like anime for anime's sake, you're probably gonna like this show.
Yeah, you'll love
it's
gushing
a good
over
show.
magical girls. That's such a great anime for anime's sake.
Yeah, it's girls with guns and also lesing out, sort of. Sometimes.
I just
So
kept
it's pretty
saying
cool.
that every time they were like on screen together. Oh, the girl lets
yeah.
out.
Yeah, if you like PG lesin and girls with guns.
Yeah.
How many?
It's also like
how many
it's
gun girls out of 10 would you give it?
9.
Really?
Yeah, I was really
These
enjoying
first,
it.
3 eps. Yeah, I'd probably give it like a 7.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Uh,
Like I'm not super invested, but I definitely am down. To watch
I'd
more.
watch more, but like, I think if I'm not group watching it, I don't know how excited I would be.
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
fair. Maybe it's just we were just enjoying it.
That's why
Yeah.
you guys got to tune into the Patreon and see us watch the
Yes,
whole
our-
thing.
It's
Yeah.
on the
Together.
$150 tier.
Danny,
Yeah,
edit.
I'd probably give
Danny,
it an
edit
8.
that on screen.
I'd probably give it an 8.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was fun.
It was fun.
I'd continue watching it. Also, because it's easier to watch, all the other fucking shows that we've watched, I try to watch more of after, and I can't stream it because I don't have the service. This one I do, so I will watch it. You can count
It's a
on
little
that.
more accessible.
Yeah, well, it's on Crunchyroll, so. Fucking Lazarus is on HBO Max, and then the other one, Power.
Is it like the one anime they have?
I think they have more, but
The fucking Powerpuff Girls Z. Good luck finding that.
Powerpuff Girls Z doesn't exist. It's not real. We made it up.
It's lost media.
Yeah.
We made that entire episode of it. We were lying.
we
the
made
whole
that
time.
shit up. Land
Yeah,
of
Derek actually drew the thumbnail.
Land of the Illustrious
the screenshot.
is not on streaming either unless you buy it. So
Oh.
I'll fucking watch this one probably. It seems pretty it's like a pretty short, not too long, and it's fun, and pretty easy to watch. It's not like trying to be super deep or anything, where you gotta like pay attention to everything. I think it'd be an easy one to like put on and like draw or something too.
Yeah, I do feel like there are some seeds that are being planted that'll probably like come up
Yeah.
later.
For sure.
But yeah, definitely the first few episodes have just been like really lighthearted and goofy and gleeful.
With some sick fucking lesing out action scenes.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I'm
I
into
feel like
it.
we're
Gleeful,
pushing
despite us
the
literally
lesson,
watching a hamster
more
get
than
shot.
it actually happened.
no, it'll happen.
It'll happen.
It'll happen.
That's a guarantee.
It's not a guarantee, but it's
That's a
I don't know.
Danny guaranteed it.
prediction,
It's a prediction.
foreshadowing,
Wait,
or something.
Hang on. Speaking of foreshadowing, this is kind of a spoiler, but like realistically, how long do you think you could survive in a bulletproof briefcase with your limbs all
It
contorted?
depends how many bullets don't go through it. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if I just don't die, I'm good to go, right?
Tag dumping.
Yeah, they were.
So, just don't die. You're good to go.
Don't tag dumping those big juicy AK rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, those Kalashnikovs, those Kalashnikov rounds
All right.
did not pierce the.
Goulash Kanav.
The hard plastic. I mean, I know it was like, oh, it's all part of our plan, so I'm sure they put like a plate in there, but I don't think a plate can withstand just endless, like very close range AK fire.
I think it's just like John Wick bullshit. Like the.
Oh yeah, like the jacket.
You know,
stuff. Yeah.
He's got a jacket. That's,
Oh well, yeah, he's got a jacket. You're right.
yeah.
No, I mean
Block-
it's definitely
assault
just
rifle
like,
rounds.
it's a show. Don't overthink it. But I have fun.
I just think it'd be
overthinking
super
it.
funny.
I don't know. It's like a goofy thing.
It would be super funny if in that shot, like the briefcase opens and
It's just covered in blood. It's just
Just
drenched.
flumps out.
Oh my god. And then she says, yeah, fuck. It's like, are we not going to les out now? No. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
When's the lesing start? That's what
Oh,
I'm sure a
episode
lot
4.
of people who watch this are going to be. We hope. We don't know.
I mean, it was kind of there. It was the whole fucking like
it's about there.
For a little while.
the
After she
butt
grabbed
hug
her
was
ass.
kind of
You don't just grab a girl's BBL and swing her around and not.
yeah. There was definitely a lot of suspicious shots. Little gay.
Of them holding hands and kissing.
Yeah.
all right. It wasn't that much.
I don't know. I that's what I was seeing.
Oh fuck.
Am I a
All right.
unreliable narrator? Maybe.
We're just gonna lie through this.
That's what it says on the back of the Blu-ray.
We're just gonna lie.
Do you like anime
We're
girls?
just gonna
and-
lie through this podcast
BBL.
every week. Just fucking say the wrong shit. People are gonna-
We don't even watch the shows. We just say a bunch of bullshit and then
I don't
fucking
even know if
leave.
this show exists.
Well, I'll bet you they're gonna be like, wait, I thought you guys were gonna talk about my favorite anime, Lycoris Recoil. What's this Three Ninjas movie?
Yeah. Why are you guys
it's
talking about
fine,
Jaden
dude.
Smith?
Who cares?
Editor, put the metal pipe dropping sound effect like 30 times.
Nope.
Yeah.
Randomly throughout the video.
Spread it out.
Each time someone
And-
Please
says
put the berserk sword.
a word that equals prime, so like the amount of letters in a word equals prime, put a pipe drop sound effect in it. You got that right, Danny?
Nope.
Thank you.
That's
Nope.
a Game Grumps
Nope.
edit right
Nope.
there.
Nope.
That'd be so annoying. That'd be so
Sounds
much
really
worse.
stupid. Sounds really dumb and stupid and not cool.
Well,
Meanwhile,
I'm sure
in the
one of
edited
our
version,
very
Made
loyal
your
fans
editor
of
do
our
that.
huge audience of just us, I assume, will.
No, we got one.
yeah, we got one homie, one homie watching.
He'll
I saw
take
that
it under
comment.
and he'll count the letters in each word we say and see if it's prime. And if
He'll-
it is prime, he'll put the pipe drop sound effect on his own edit.
He'll timestamp it all for Danny, so we can have it. So we have the edited version.
That's
We got a guy who's gonna offer that.
That's,
I'll bet you.
It'll be called.
nice one, guys.
It'll be called Danny takes the Adderall edition and it does the editing.
Danny does fentanyl.
Danny does Adderall pipe edit.
prime number pipe edit. We need a prime number pipe edit.
Gonna make you TikTok famous with these, baby.
Just a fucking pipe drop. Every prime number. Oh my god. I don't even think you could get an AI to do that.
Yeah. If you gotta try to get like Grok to do this, it would just reply back. Fuck you.
It would fucking self-terminate and just blow up the entire data center.
That's how you beat AI.
You beat AI by like
kill
actually
itself.
having a task that needs to get done, and then realizing you still need a human to do 99% of it.
All right. Should we wrap this up?
No, let's just keep talking.
Okay.
Make it 2 hours.
Nice young.
All right. Well, I think we should wrap it up. So, I would.
Good show. Go watch it.
Fun show. Go watch it. If you're interested in girls with guns and bullshit action shows, it's pretty fun. It's got a fun premise. Good action. Good music. Pretty decent animation.
If you like, if you back in the day, if you liked the show Gunslinger Girl, but then thought the girls were just a little too small, they're a little taller in this show.
What a great review. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Beautiful review. Awesome.
Sorry.
That was 3-episode rule, and like and subscribe, please. Leave a comment, and
And tell your friends.
let
to watch
us
it.
know
Force them to.
Threaten them.
any.
Don't
let us know
tell
any
them.
Shut the fuck up. Let us know
So
if
bad.
any recommendations, and we'll check them out. Peace.